Travis Scott's sound wouldn't be what it is without the producers behind him. There is a reason his beat feels so dark, spaced out, and heavy. But it's not just a vibe, it's a combination of smart sound design, minimalism, and a deep understanding of trap. Let's look at I Know of Utopia. This beat is almost empty at first, just ambient layers and subtle textures that slowly build. No loud melodies, just mood. It sets a tone that feels cold, emotional and distant, even before any drums comes in.
Tell me if you still love.
Now take the ends. It opens with this thick atmosphere like fog, then the beat drops slow, punchy drums and haunting pads. Everything is mixed to feel wide but still closed, like you're trapped inside the sound.
Ain't making friends, we just making hobbies.
So, how do Travis Scott's producers build that kind of energy? I'm Stasher, and in this video I'm breaking down how that dark trap sound is made, from sound selection and melody choices to drum programming and mixing tricks. Whether it's ambient samples, filtered synth or low-end control, I'll show you the exact techniques producers use to create that signature Travis Scott mood. If you're trying to make beats that feel just as deep and immersive, stick around and make sure you're subscribed to the channel. This one's for you. Let's jump into it. To start things off, I laid down a dark, hypnotic arpeggio using a patch from Analog Lab. It's super repetitive by design. It sets a moody base for everything that comes after. I shaped it a little bit with Pro Q4 and Soothe 2 to clear out space, then run it through transformers for some subtle analog style harmonics. To top it off, I layered in a bit of vinyl crackle to give it that dusty atmosphere. To build on that, I brought in a layered combo of a string-like tone and a warm pad. This added depth and subtle movement without pulling too much attention. I ran them through a Neve console emulation and added some tape saturation for character, plus a touch of bit crush using Digitalis to give it that slightly broken texture. Once that was sitting nicely, I locked in the low end with a custom bass patch I designed on my Super Gemini. For weight, I pushed the lows with the Little Labs Voice of God and dialed in some grit using the Culture Vulture. This is my go-to combo for getting a thick, punchy bass presence. From there, I added in some ambient textures, also made with the Super Gemini, but this time routed through my Chroma console. I messed around with the broken effect to get kind of unpredictable, glitchy vibe that fills the negative space without getting in the way. For the lid, I kept it dreamy and slightly off kilter. Another Super Gemini patch, but I processed it through the microcosm to get those spaced out delays and pitch shifted tails that really add character and movement. Then I sprinkled in a few counter melodies, still built on that Super Gemini, to round out the musical ideas and create little moments of tension and release throughout the beats. Once all the pieces were in place, I ran the full mix through my mastering chain. As usual, I used the OCS 45 for that slight wobble and random pitch wobble, then glued everything with a Fairchild compressor for warmth and cohesion. I shaped the overall tone using Bloom and the Chandler Curve Bender, and added harmonic richness with the Shadow Hills mastering compressor and the Better Maker, both set to their harmonic circuits only. Finally, I widened the stereo image with the SPL Big to give the track that wide cinematic finish. Let's check it out. Before we dive into the drums, quick reminder, if you're not following me on Instagram yet, go check it out. I post behind the scenes stuff, sneak peeks of new tracks, and production tips that don't make it into these videos. Alright, back to the beat. I wanted the drums to bounce, so I crafted a punchy groove with a lot of space. Every hit is there for a reason. I spent time choosing each sound carefully, then treated the kick with knock for that sharp attack and organ to add extra weight and roundness. To give the rhythm more a human feel, I blended in some real drum fills and loops, panning them slightly and adding a bit of reverb. It gives the pattern a live, almost jam session vibe. For the chorus section, I dropped in a wide Riz-style bass. I used chorus to spread it out but kept the sub-frequencies mono to keep the low end clean and centered. It sidechained to the kick so it breathes with the rhythm and doesn't muddy the groove. And finally, for the verses, I switched to a classic 808, tuned and shaped to match the kick, and programmed it to dance around the rhythm just enough to accentuate the pocket. And that's it for this breakdown. Hope you found this deep dive into Travis Scott's dark drop sound helpful and maybe even inspiring for your own beats. If there's a specific artist, style or sound you want me to break down next, drop it in the comments. I'm always down to explore new vibes. Don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss a new video. Appreciate you watching and I'll catch you in the next one.